Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content.
So, pretty much a challenge, if you will. Sounds like a gay NBA player. All right, the first poll was the greatest women rivalry between Trish. Yeah, you caught me.
You got peanut butter in your mouth. Billy Kidman, 66 years old.
Woo! Country boy, don't go mess with country boy, don't mess with country boy.
Cut it out!
Sorry. He was just massive. He was big. He was a big guy, man. And I see him now. I'm like, Sid, I can fuck you up now. Actually, Rick can fuck you up now.
What?
There you go. That's my POV.
Okay,
there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The woman who's never won a WPOV championship.
To license it.
I'm guessing the bomb-sniffing dog went to Nakamura because he realized that his career has blown up.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
That's my line. You wait until I go. Mimi Goody. Shalom, cabrones, and the third wheel. Jesus Christ.
The third. Hey, people.
I hate you all. Come on, seriously, we were on vacation.
Got one more.
He already cut me off.
Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, now pina colada, please.
I know, we were just on vacation, and y'all forget that quick?
Yep.
I think you've just been I think you're still relaxed from the vacation. You were a little slow there.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
No, I was not like that, so shut up. I was not like that. Was I like that?
Bother.
Was I like that, really? Damn it. All right. All right, yes, we were on vacation, people. We deserved one after almost 127 episodes.
Straight episodes.
Yeah, we needed one. It was just a last-minute call, and yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. But now it's back to business. We have the upcoming Extreme Rules pay-per-view coming up, and Raw, SmackDown, other things happening, some injuries, some crazy injuries. We got also the Facebook poll of the week, and being that she's here right now, Rick, remember I told you a couple weeks ago that Jazzy J had some words for you, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. All right. So here, she didn't take too kindly of you saying that you helped her win the Interstate Championship.
Okay.
So she had something to say to you. So pretty much a challenge, if you will.
Okay.
Sounds like a gay NBA player, but anyway. So, all right, here she is, and Jazzy, go ahead and tell Rick your thoughts on what he said.
So, you lied, for sure.
You
didn't help me at all. You just discouraged me.
Oh.
And I want to challenge you to the next points game. Whoever gets more points If you win, I have to carry around a Sami Zayn doll and carry it like a baby for a day.
For the full day, yeah.
And-
And the reason why she's picking Sami Zayn is because
I don't like him.
She doesn't like him.
Okay.
And if I win, you have to rip another one of those shirts you got.
The Dolph Ziggler
Dolph
shirt.
Ziggler shirt.
Oh! Challenge accepted!
Oh!
I'm losing again.
Let
No
me
way.
clarify. It's whoever gets more points in the next points game. So
Oh,
it doesn't
that's-
matter.
all right.
Between y'all two.
Yes,
So
yes,
this
yes,
is
yes.
going to be pretty much two separate games, obviously. The wrestling pay-per-view points game, and then whoever has the most points between y'all two during the game.
I'll tell you this. I'll add a little stipulation to it as well.
What?
If I lose to Jazzy J, if I lose to Jazzy J, I will become automatically the bottom of the barrel award recipient.
Damn.
On top of ripping up your Dolph Ziggler
On
shirt.
top of ripping up my clothes.
Now, of course, you do realize, Rick, you're going to have to do that on Facebook Live.
Of course.
And Jazzy, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. And of course, you and Jazzy J, it will be recorded. Her carrying, because she's going to be out in public, carrying around the Sami Zayn doll. She's going to treat it like a little baby, and she's going to have to burp it and feed it and change his diaper and all that other stuff
Yes.
in public.
In public.
Yes.
And it will be recorded and it will be posted on Facebook also, so everyone
Oh,
can
Jazzy
enjoy.
J
it.
just messed up.
So that is so that's the final bet then. Is that what we're going with?
Yes.
All right. So if Jazzy J wins, Rick, you're gonna have to do on Facebook Live. You're gonna have to rip up another Dolph Ziggler shirt, and you have to do it in dramatic fashion too, sir.
Of course.
And,
the only way Rick knows how
the
to.
only way Rick knows, exactly. So, with that being said, also, Rick has also added more to the stipulation, and which is he's going to be at the automatic bottom of the barrel.
You know what?
Yes.
Since
Interesting.
you want to add the stipulation, if I lose, I'll do the same thing.
And you'll be put in the bottom of the barrel.
Just to be even. That's fine.
Damn. All right. So there's more added to this challenge. It's yeah. So both of you agreed.
Yes.
Yes?
Agree.
Yes, agree. Alrighty then. So that is going to be up at the next wrestling POV pay-per-view points game, which is Extreme Rules. So good luck to the both of you.
No, thank you. Don't need it.
Don't need it? Wow. What are your thoughts on this? Who do you think is going to win?
Interesting, but stupid.
No, it's not
Nah.
stupid.
I don't know. Who I think is gonna win? I'm gonna say Jazzy J.
Oh, damn. No confidence for you, Rick.
It's
What?
okay. It's okay.
It's too
I
bad.
got my boy Miguel Cole support me. Excuse me. I'm going with Jazzy J.
Wow. All
I
right.
always can rely on my tag team partner of over 20 plus years in the business, Tony Diaz, though.
No, I was rooting for Jazzy J, too. All right, let's move on with the show, shall we? We're going to talk about the Facebook polls that's been put up for the past 2 weeks, and we'll decide which one is the hater comment of the week also, for both weeks, actually. So, all right, the first poll was the greatest women rivalry between Trish... Yeah, you caught me.
Riley. You got peanut butter in your mouth?
Yes!
I'm a mumble rapper.
No, I'm not. Shit. Damn, I was trying to see if I could keep going.
Negative.
All right, so the greatest women rivalry between Trish versus Lita or Sasha Banks versus Bailey. Now, that all right, Rick, shut up. You understood what I was coming from with the Sasha. Yeah, let me go back on vacation.
Have another drink, why don't you?
I'm not even drinking. That's the sad part.
Maybe you
Rick,
should.
you understand. I should, right? Rick, you understood where I was coming from with the Sasha Banks and Bailey rivalry, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Unfortunately, not a lot of people did.
I did too, but the thing is that we're not talking NXT, we're talking WWE.
No, it doesn't matter. They had a rivalry.
Whatever.
No, it's not whatever.
And the
it is
stupid
what it
rivalry
is.
that's
In
going on right now.
No, I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about NXT.
It's corny.
No, it's not.
And that's overtaking
Did you see the rivalry in NXT?
Yes.
Then shut up. So that's what I'm talking about. So here's some of the comments. Chris Barrow said, "I wouldn't even consider Banks Bailey a real rivalry. They've been dragging this shit way too long. Charlotte Banks was the better one." No, I'm talking about the NXT rivalry, people. And then of course I commented they did have a decent rivalry in NXT. He says, "Oh, okay, I don't watch NXT. I tried to, but I keep forgetting it was on when it was and just got lost."
See?
Well, then you're not a real fan.
Well, you can be a real fan and now watch NXT.
No.
When was the last time you watched NXT?
If I say that if that rivalry, everybody would know that it's the NXT rivalry because they're not doing shit right now.
We know that.
So John F. Wozniak, whatever his name is, the Mega Friends didn't even explode until 6 months after issues started. Rick Serrano, third comment. People need to watch NXT to answer this. Bayley and Sasha had what made many say the greatest women's match of all time.
They did.
You just disagreed with me, woman.
I just said
Oh,
NXT they did,
Rick,
but not in WWE.
Rick, help me here.
Yeah, listen,
That's
man.
not
Continue reading the comments because Mimi's about to make herself look
So Rick continued to say that what many say the greatest women's match of all time at NXT takes over Brooklyn. Take over Brooklyn.
Takes over Brooklyn.
Yeah, Lita and Trish were overused and overhyped. That's my POV. And then Mimi Goody said, "You are correct, but not everyone watches NXT. Compare them now in WWE, they blow." Of
That's
course.
not what he was asking!
Exactly. Rick comes out, he says, "That's like comparing Lita and Trish from the Royal Rumble because not everyone wants their attitude era." It's a whole package. That is true. Mimi said, "Seriously, watching Lita and Trish is so much better to watch on a regular basis versus Sasha and Bayley. Bayley always showing they're in pain in her face because her shoulder and Sasha her back. Trish and Lita never lingered on their pain." I don't know. Yeah. So this was a landslide. The winner was Trish versus Lita. They won by 91% of the votes. That's insane. So I mean, yeah, you can't. We're not talking about the rivalry now. We're talking about the rivalry they had in NXT. Because you're right, Rick. That match that they had at NXT Brooklyn, Takeover Brooklyn, was phenomenal, man. You could not ask for something better. And you know what? I even like Sasha Banks in that match too. Not anymore. So I mean, I think that was right. I think that was accurate. All right, go ahead, Rick.
And with Trish and Lita, the thing is, they were the only two at that time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like when Molly and all those other girls started coming in, that's when things started changing. But at that time when it was Trish and Lita, it was only Trish and Lita.
Right.
And their injuries lingered with the neck injury with Lita, with the Trish and her nose and her boobs. And it's just like a bunch of it's a bunch of nonsense. I didn't think it was that great.
Yeah, well, I thought it was better than it was a real close comparison to the feud with Sasha and Bayley, in my opinion. Yeah. So, and that's where I was trying to get at. I didn't expect a blowout like that, but hey,
nah, it was a blowout.
Yes, it was. All right, so now another Facebook poll we did. It was a question about Roman Reigns' vest. Should that, and I haven't thought about it for a while. And I was like, you know what? We never talked about it. So the question was, should it be in the book? One vote was yes, finally, or no, it looks good on him. Here are some of the questions. Here are some of the comments. Actually, Mimi did this through mine. It says, looks great on him. Stop hating on the Samoans, Rick. Rick, you came out and you said, bueno, I didn't get to, was that your Spanish phase?
It was just like, bueno! I didn't get to say anything.
Yeah, I didn't get to say anything and I'm getting attacked. Though he does look terrible. And then Mimi came out, you put Tony up to this biased poll. No, I put it up. Ace Lee comes out and he says it's always been his thing. If you turn him full heel, then yes. Does that kind of make sense to y'all?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I understand it. I understand what he's trying to say with that. Just like, if he was to change his whole character altogether, then yeah, take it off him. But if he's not going to change, leave it on him.
Right.
But it was just an interesting, but stupid comment.
Yeah. Okay. And then Richard Massamin, Ashcroft. I'm just going to, Richard. He says he needs the full heel turn. The fans are already complying with that regardless of status. Anyway, let me ask you a question, guys. Who, if anyone, would be an ideal candidate for Roman to make the switch? I'd probably pick Braun Strowman just to see Reigns get these hands, laugh out loud. So he's asking this question, but did he answer the question?
He answered it his way.
Okay. All right. Full heel turn. The fans already complaining with that. Okay. So now, what about his question, though? Who, if anyone, would be an ideal candidate for Roman to make the switch with? He says,
I would say Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, Lashley.
You know, I mean, yeah. So, all right. And then Jay Howell. He says, turn the guy heel. It worked for The Rock. Jay, what was the question I was asking? Get it together, brother. Because that wasn't the question I was asking. All right, so either way, the results are 6 to 8% yes, say yes, finally. So, what do you guys think? Yes? Yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Rick, do the honors.
Roman's vest. You just made the book.
There we go. And actually, you know what? Back to the Lita and Trish versus Sasha and Bailey. Todd Silver made this comment. I forgot about this one. He commented Lita versus Trish for sure. Anything with Bailey shouldn't come anywhere near anything that involved legends.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Todd.
Todd, bruh.
You gonna take this one, Rick? Go ahead.
Listen, man, Todd Silver, you just got the hater comment of the week, bro.
I don't know. There's this one that I think might take the cake. Yeah, another poll I just recently put up. It was, anyone tired of the New Day or their run is still good? Gino Dominic. You know what? I'm going to save his for last, and then you guys tell me. Vabib Haviv. We get some really weird people. But we love you all, though, because you subscribe. He says, same here. Script is going really bad. Gene was the same guy? Yeah. Let me see. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. Jay Grady. He says, I'm okay with them. I'm just tired of the pancake thing. I hear you there. James Donnelly says, how the hell did pancakes get over? And the other Jay says, out of the three, who has the most potential as a singles competitor? Not what I was asking. They were saying Xavier, Kofi. I said Xavier. So I think this is the hater comment of the week, because the question I said was, anyone tired of the New Day? Or their run is still good? Meaning, are they played out, or is they're still running it? Pretty much, right? Self-explanatory. Gino Dominic says, I don't follow WWE. Just read results, so I don't know who is the top black wrestler in WWE with a title belt.
All right.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the ignorant comment of the week.
It's not only the ignorant comment of the week, I think this is the dumbest fucking comment of the week. What the fuck you don't watch wrestling, you just read the results to see what black person is the champion? Seriously?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. What does being a black wrestler got to do with anything? I wasn't making the comment because they were black.
Nope.
No.
I was making the comment because I'm tired of that.
Because they're corny asses.
And they're getting corny.
They're corny.
What a fucking idiot. Stupid. Thoughts before I go off?
No, he's a stupid fucking idiot.
I just think he didn't know how to answer the question.
He doesn't watch wrestling.
I think he just wanted to put out his little comment.
So he can have his 2 seconds of semi-fame.
Well, he got about 2 minutes now because we've been talking about
Well, because he's an idiot, like I said.
this.
All right.
All right, so my man got the hater comment of the week.
Yeah, I would say
I think
so.
it's got to be a tie. I think we got to give it to Todd Silver too.
Todd Silver?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make it a tie.
I think really the hater comment of the week is more Todd Silver, and the stupid comment of the week is that other fucking dude.
The most ignorant comment of the week.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
So, all right, there we go. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. All right, so that's all for the Facebook poll of the weekend, the hater comment of the week, and the ignorant comment of the week. Let's go on with the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, our first birthday, Barry Windham, turns 58 years old.
Damn. That's all he gets.
Yeah, all right. Hillbilly Jim turns 66 years old.
Woo! Country boy, country boy, country boy, don't go mess with a country boy, don't mess with a country boy.
Cut it out!
Sorry.
All right. Mark Mero turns 55 years old.
Wow. I love him.
He's a motivational speaker now.
I know.
Yeah.
I have him on.
Yeah, he goes all over the schools. He talks to people about the children, about bullying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he tells his own story involving his mom, and to set up these kids straight about bullying. Love what he's doing. Guy's got a great heart. And speaking of heart, he went through heart surgery too.
Right, but he
Yeah.
also talks about his drug abuse
Right,
and all the stuff that he went through.
Yeah, if you
so.
gave me 2 more seconds, that's what I was going to say.
No, he wasn't.
Yep.
No, I wasn't.
Well, happy birthday, Wildcat Mark Mero.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mark Mero.
A guy that we replaced down when we were too cool, Scotty Too Hottie, turns 45 years old.
Damn. That's all he
Down
gets
in
to.
Yeah, he's down in the training center for WWE, stuff
Is he?
like that. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
coaching. I mean, what is he coaching? How to do the worm?
Probably. Probably. I have to say so, yeah.
I mean, no disrespect. I mean, yeah. Charles Robinson turns 54 years old.
Okay.
Little H.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody cares.
All right. Psycho Sid Vicious turns 58 years old.
Yeah, he looks terrible.
He looks horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
goodness.
tell you,
Yeah.
the last time I saw him, like I said, is when he gave me that power bomb to hell. He was just massive. He was big. He was a big guy, man. And I see him now. I'm like, Sid, I can fuck you up now. Actually, Rick can fuck you up now.
What? Put that out there. No, I'm still injured, still recuperating. You know what I'm saying?
Still
But I
recuperating.
am a little peeved at Sid Vicious. A little backstory. I went to an autograph signing where he was supposed to be, and he dropped out last minute. I was a little upset. I was the first one in line. I had my Hulk Hogan. He turned a Hulk Hogan picture ready for him to sign and everything, because that was
Oh,
like
wow.
one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
And he dropped out. He didn't show up.
Wow.
So I got David Hart Smith instead.
Okay. After throwing his drink or hot coffee at
Jake.
Yeah, Jake the Snake Roberts. And another thing, too, when Sid Vicious was at his prime, he was charging $1,500 per appearance back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah. But not only that, he keeps 100% of his pictures, and you had to fly him in and pay for his hotel room. That's
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, I was hearing a promoter talking about it when that day that Sid Vicious was coming in, and he said, "Yeah, I had to pay a lot of money for him." And we were talking more about it, and he said that. I was like, "Damn, that's a lot of money."
Terrible.
Undertaker's $3,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's worth it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, guys in their peak time, that's what they're charging. And Undertaker, he can still charge $3,000. You know what I'm saying? And he'll get it. You know what I'm saying? He'll get it, regardless. So, yeah.
All right, and our last birthday, but not least, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart turns 61 years old. That's the hater comment of the week right there. Happy birthday, Bret. Bret is looking really good. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a couple of years there where he looked terrible.
He look alright.
But he's looking good. I mean, after the stroke and everything, he's looking a lot better. But happy birthday, Brett.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, yep, that's it. No,
Yeah.
no. Come on, Mimi.
Happy
A little bit more than
birthday,
that.
Brad. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him a lot.
All right, it's now time for the
I love
wrestling
him.
news from around the world. All right, guys. So my insiders tell me, and also I actually saw the podcast where Rusev said this. Rusev was talking about how he got pulled from the casket match against Undertaker at the Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. He said because when Vince McMahon told him that he was fighting the Undertaker in a casket match, that Rusev just laughed and he thought it was funny because, are you serious? Like he was honored and he was like shocked, so he laughed that he was going to be fighting the Undertaker. Like what? And Vince pulled him because he laughed.
Wow.
And that's when they put Chris Jericho in.
Jeez.
And then the Saudi Arabian prince said, no, I want to see Rusev fight Undertaker. And
What?
that's how Rusev got put back in the match.
Dang. Wow. Interesting.
Vince McMahon is a dick.
Yeah.
We all knew that.
But like really? Like I would laugh too. Like what for like what? What about the Undertaker?
Well, think about it too, though. I mean, when was the last time they ever did a casket match?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if anybody came across and says, "Yeah, you're gonna be in a casket match against
So
the
you're saying
Undertaker,"
Rusev marked out?
yeah, he marked out. I would have. Exactly what Rick said. If Vince went to anybody in that locker room that's not old school, you know, somebody like a Rusev or
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, and they said, "Yeah, you're gonna be in a casket match with the Undertaker." Wait, what, for real? All right, you know, yeah, he marked out. Come on, man, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, that's the thing. I think people are forgetting that at once upon a time we were all fans. You
Yeah.
know, like everybody in the business, like me and Tony, like we were fans once upon a time. Like we're
Yeah.
not just people in the business for over 20 plus years. You know?
Exactly. Exactly.
It's Christmas.
I'm still a fan.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Oh, we knew that.
Oh yeah, we know. And on NXT, Johnny Gargano and EC3. Yo, I forgot EC3 had a job.
Well, they're kind of saving him for this moment, actually.
Yeah,
In
so
my opinion.
Johnny Gargano and EC3 had a great match. Gargano ended up winning the match. But wow, I forgot EC3.
Yeah, he's a big dude, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
When they put him in that, what was that, eight-man ladder?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I was like, damn, this dude's pretty big. But yeah, they'll do something with him.
He sure is.
They'll do something with him. Calm down.
All right, that's all the news I got.
All right, so I'm going to go straight on to rumors and then into a Facebook poll. I was saving it for this one. So apparently, let me see, where is it? Oh, the cancellation of the multi-man number one contenders match at Extreme Rules was simply a case of Vince McMahon changing his mind. So if you remember a couple weeks ago when all of a sudden they changed it, that was all on Vince. He said, nah, I don't want to do that. It's like, seriously? Jesus Christ. You know, meanwhile, Brock Lesnar is MIA for God knows how. When was the last time? He hasn't fought since the Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's what he is.
So another rumor is that Ronda Rousey is expected to get involved in the Raw Women's title match at Extreme Rules. So, would that change your mind in the voting or what?
It's predictable that she was gonna get involved when she said, "I'm gonna buy a front row ticket."
Yeah, it's going off of this week's Raw. Yeah, so yeah, she's bound to. I mean, at some point, who's the champ? Alexa Bliss.
Alexa
is
Bliss.
gonna do something to her at the front row or something, and then she's gonna get upset and jump over. So that's what I think. So this one is like it is predictable, but you have to understand. Okay, if she's gonna interfere who's she going to hit first?
Exactly.
Because if Alexa Bliss gets hit, she's obviously going to win and retain.
Well, it's a Extreme Rules match.
That's right.
That's right.
So there is no DQ.
There's no DQ.
Alrighty then. All right. Well, that's the thing about. We still got one more week for the pay-per-view, and pay-per-view points game. All right. My other rumor: Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens, a steel cage match might be added to the card.
Good.
Okay.
No, nothing.
No, it's good.
No.
It's
Why
No,
is not? Why is not?
Because Braun Strowman's gonna win, and Kevin Owens is gonna continue to just fall like he's been doing with Braun Strowman. The Braun Strowman thing, I'm over. I'm over it. Put the belt on him or just stop.
You really think that he's not gonna win?
Braun Strowman's definitely gonna win.
No, I'm talking
That's
about Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but with
Kevin
all
Owens has no
the
chance.
beatings Kevin Owens been taking from him,
Right?
they're not gonna put him over.
I mean,
they're doing all this not to put him over.
Yeah, I find that very hard to believe, and I think that he's gonna win. He's not gonna win by beating him. He's gonna win by a technicality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I agree.
So there you
I
go.
don't know.
That's my POV.
Okay, that's
There
it.
you go, ladies and gentlemen. The woman who's never won a WPOV championship. Mr. Rich, that was funny.
That was funny. It was.
Jesus. All right. So now my final rumor: Vince McMahon has apparently is willing to offer a high amount of dollars and cents
For you and Rick?
To
What?
Rick? No, not yet. To Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and the Young Bucks
I heard.
to bring them back to WWE.
I heard.
Don't do it, guys. Don't do it.
What do you think?
I think something is there because, and I'll tell you why. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were seen at the Up, Down, Down show that Xavier Woods is in, and it was broadcast on WWE Network. Also, Kenny Omega too was. They were showing clips of Kenny Omega for some reason. Didn't say what, but I guess it was some old school clips of Kenny Omega. So, obviously Cody Rhodes was in the WWE too, but I guess Vince is willing to offer them a higher amount of dollars to come in. So, I transferred that into the Facebook poll, and I said, any thoughts on the potential deal to bring in Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks to WWE? Marcus Kastler said just Kenny and Cody forgot the Young Bucks.
I understand why.
Yeah.
And it's like Hardy Boys 2.0. I mean,
True.
and Vince would kill them. He would destroy them.
Oh, he would.
He's gonna destroy all of them.
I don't think so. I think he would use Omega and Cody for sure. But check out the rest of these comments, though. These were some of these were just funny. Air Rick, I don't know who the hell that is. He goes, "Please don't go." Don't know who he was talking about. Mickey Harth posts a picture of Elias, and then he goes, "You need to ask yourself, what would Elias do?" Justine A. Grill, he said, "Insert eye roll." Robbie Stir says Cody sucks. The Bucks would be okay to job to Reigns or Braun handicap match. Omega could work in a Jericho-like role. Interesting. Ramless Omega says, if that happened, I will stop watching wrestling. Oh, you won't. You know how many times people say that? I'm done with
I
it.
said it last pay-per-view.
And you're still here.
We're still watching.
Jackson Mars, he said they will probably go to NXT because WWE is not the same. It's like caca.
No, they can't go to NXT.
No,
There's no way.
No. And then Jackson Mars again. He posted a picture of Eddie Guerrero looking disgusted. Barry O'Eagle said, "Sure, if it makes them more money, leave themselves some outs in case they want to go elsewhere in 6 months. People will act that's not going to happen. People will act like it's a career killer, but it doesn't work that way anymore. They could be buried every match for a year and then leave, and they'll still be as over as ever." Maybe more so because everyone will be excited they won their freedom. People love to forget that this is a business. They love to entertain the fans, but they have a very limited time in which to make as much money as possible. if they feel good about a decision to come over, then so do I.
That's a good comment.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Rick?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. And then Bobby Moore said, why would Cody come back? Vince would probably make him in Stardust again.
No, he wouldn't.
No. I don't
He
think
would
so.
definitely. He loves that American Nightmare character. That's
Yeah.
hands down. Vince McMahon loves that character.
Oh, hell yeah. John Grobler says, I don't think he will win so much. He is sorry, Kenny. He. That's how he put it. He. So.
Oh, he.
Yeah, he put he. Sorry, Kenny.
It was supposed to be an LOL. He. That's what it means.
So he's got a little
Okay.
sugar in his tank.
No.
Hi. Is that what it was?
Oh,
Yeah.
All
Lord.
right, sure. Okay, sure.
Nothing wrong with that. You know?
No. Courtney Summers says, don't go. James Honeycutt says, don't go, please. Andy Chambers says, this may be why WWE has redone copyright for Nero. Okay. Carmen Zona says, I think it's all rumor. Mark Purnell says, bad move on their part. Dave Brightly says, tie them all up, not push them because they have been successful away from the WWE. Really hope they don't go. Jeremiah says, if I were them, I would think about it in 3 conditions WWE would not do. 1, ability to maintain full creative control of character. 2, ability to maintain current merch deals they have through Hot Topic and Funko Pop. And number 3, non-exclusively deal. They think they will be happier with a per appearance fee so they can wrestle elsewhere. WD will never go for it, so I don't think it will never happen.
Yeah, they're not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, exactly. They're not Brock Lesnar. Joe Perry says, yeah, that's this right here. I feel like WWE kind of needs them, but they don't need WWE.
True.
Rick Bulow says it would be good to have Cody Rhodes back in WWE in any form. Eddie Sierra said, let them have creative control and never job out to lesser talent. Justin Bick says, if used right, yes. And that was it for those comments. And what do you guys think of it, though?
I think they should stay put. Do not come to the WWE.
Really?
Especially if you're the Young Bucks, because at least Kenny can get some IC title pictures and stuff like that, and Cody can get some US title pictures.
That's true. It does, but it all depends on how they use them. You know, because honestly, you look at the Bullet Club, Anderson and Gallows, but Finn was part of the Bullet Club. AJ was part of the Bullet Club, and look where AJ is at. Look where Finn is at. Look where Anderson and Gallows is at. Okay, they're burying them 2 guys. So, could it be the same with Cody,
Exactly the
Omega,
same.
and the Young Bucks?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think, like some of the some of the comments that was said on there, I agree. If they have stipulations in their contract, meaning don't bury us, number 1, in layman's terms, don't bury us. Don't, we need merch sales and da-da-da. The whole wrestling somewhere's up, no, that's stupid. That's stupid. Because the Hardys was that way too, when they had that whole broken gimmick, and they came back to the WWE, and knowing damn well there's no way for them to wrestle elsewhere doing that same gimmick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, that was just stupid. So, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I know Omega's still in the contract with New Japan till next January. So even if they did sign him, it wouldn't be till February because New Japan tends to sign guys past January a little bit because of the Royal Rumble. So that's pretty smart on them. So
Yeah.
we'll see. So all right. So those are the comments, rumors I have. What do you got for injury?
All right. Well, you notice how Shinsuke Nakamura hasn't been there.
Yeah.
He was bitten by a bomb-sniffing dog a couple of weeks ago. So I guess the dog realized that
It's just a dog, not a lion.
There it is. I'm guessing the dog really. All right, Miguel.
How was that a dog?
I'm guessing. Can I get my joke out?
The Rich joke of the week is canceled. You know.
Ooh, damn.
I'm guessing the bomb-sniffing dog went to Nakamura because he realized that his career has blown up.
I thought he was gonna say smell like Chinese food.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow.
You mean the dog bit back? You know what I'm saying? No? Okay. Alright, yeah, so he's been out, but he will be back for Extreme Rules, as you saw on SmackDown. Bray Wyatt gets into a crazy car accident, totaled his car.
Yeah.
He's set to be back for Extreme Rules as well. Apparently, it was his fault. He hit the person in front of him, the person in front of him hit somebody else.
Oh, really?
He wasn't paying attention.
Was he with JoJo?
Well, the front part of the car was still okay, because, you know, if she sits in the front, that thing go down to the floor, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so...
Was she on Raw, though?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was there.
She wasn't in the front seat, though.
But Bray will be back for Extreme Rules, according to sources.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Ruby Riott messed up her knee at a live event.
Yep.
Now, this is trouble because she has to get an MRI, so we're still waiting on results of the MRI. If Ruby Riott is not there, what happens to the Riott Squad?
They're gonna bomb like they've been bombing.
I don't think so. I don't think that Liv, what's her name?
Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
And what's the other one?
Sarah
Logan.
something.
Sarah Logan. I don't think they need Ruby. You know
Are
what I'm
you
saying?
kidding me?
No, because Liv Morgan, her character is really on
But
point.
listen,
they don't really need that.
When you get to
Sarah Logan, yeah.
listen, when you get to your Raw notes, and when they came out, we'll talk about.
Yeah, I know
crickets.
that, but you have to understand too.
There were crickets.
The people in that arena were horrible. They were bad.
There was
But
crickets.
at the same time, they didn't know what the hell was going on either.
They were
Okay?
crickets.
So I think Liv Morgan will be fine. Sarah Logan, she may have a hard time going into a singles career, but so I think she would need to be in a stable. She hasn't found her character yet.
The crickets.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Ruby's a good. I like the Riott Squad. I do.
I do too, but
So, yeah.
All right, well, that's all we got for the news.
Alrighty, so let's jump straight into Raw news. Alright. In the very beginning, Roman did a promo. Bobby Lashley. What do you guys think of this, though, so far? Of this little rivalry?
it's dragging.
Roman,
It's not
yeah.
dragging. It just started. How could it drag?
It's just that I don't know. Like the Raw from 2 weeks ago is just this predictable thing, and then this week it's just Roman's annoying. Roman and Bobby sounds like he's reading off a script. It's
Well, what they're trying to do with Roman, from what I heard, was they're trying to make him a heel for people to cheer.
Yeah.
So, and that's what and looking at him, like, yeah, it's kind of looking in that direction, but they should have done it with somebody else other than Bobby Lashley. But I think Bobby Lashley is coming out his shell more since he first came, so his attitude is a little different. But a lot of people are behind it too, especially when he keeps mentioning that he's after Lesnar. And that's what a lot of people's been wanting to see.
Yep.
So, do they have to do this program with Roman to get to that point? I think so.
Yeah.
So, that's why doing this, okay, yeah. Roman and Bob. Sure.
Bob.
So,
I have a Bob.
they later made a match with Roman. Wait, what?
She's saying that somebody's her bend over buddy.
Damn. Anyway, so they made the match for Roman and Bobby Lashley versus the Revival, and then Roman and Seth Rollins versus
Oh God.
Drew McIntyre and who's the other one?
This is why Roman cannot be involved in every goddamn storyline.
Yeah.
Why is he involved with Seth Rollins and this tag team? Get somebody
Just because he saved them last week. That's all that
But,
was.
okay,
So I
someone
think
else
this will
took
be
him
the end of it with that because they really do. They only got one more Raw before the
Yeah.
pay-per-view. So
But you
I
could
think
have
this was
anybody else.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But I think it would have only made to them. It only made sense to have him in the match because of last week. And,
Yeah.
and I think they're gonna drop. I hope they drop it after this one. So, seriously. So all right, first match. It was Curtis Axel versus Matt Hardy. Of course, without Bray Wyatt there because of the injury. Axel won by pinfall with the Axel. I'm all rooting for these guys. I really am, but they can't be winning. I don't want
They're
them
not gonna
winning no more because that means they're gonna lose at Extreme Rules.
Definitely gonna lose in
You know, I'm like, oh man, they've been winning for how long now? For a good month.
a month, yeah.
And you know, but it all depends on what happens next week too. If they lose next week, then I can say, all right, you know what, they might have a chance, but I don't know.
Are we
now.
gonna see Bo versus Bray next week?
Ooh, that would be cool.
Ooh.
That would
Yeah.
be cool. So, yeah, Curtis Axel wins. Go ahead, Rick.
My one issue was with the commentary with Michael Cole saying, "Oh, Bray's not here because he was injured."
Yeah.
Yo, that's not Bray's character. Like, you can say that about Ruby Riott,
Right.
but you don't say that about Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt's supposed to be like this, like Undertaker type character.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
and that's why if you notice on his tweet, he says,
Yeah.
"I will not die."
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he was still in character for that. So I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty cool. But you're right. They shouldn't have said that he's injured and he's not going to be, or whatever. It's like, all right, whatever. No, you don't say that. So, up next, it was Bailey and Sasha Banks went to counseling.
Oh, Lord.
This segment was just terrible.
Ridiculous.
Dr. Shelby, he did the counseling between Daniel Bryan and Kane years ago. So,
Oh, that's
little
who he
excited.
was. I'm
Yeah.
like, this guy looks familiar. I don't know who he is, but
yeah.
he's
I was a
cool.
little excited to see Dr. Shelby though.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's coming
Yeah.
back.
It was cool, but this was stupid.
Yeah.
Up next, I'm not even gonna go into it.
Yeah, good.
No.
Authors of Pain versus Titus Worldwide. Authors of Pain look dangerous, man. These guys look legit. They need to start having these guys on Raw, you know, just destroying people and then put them in the storyline. So I like where it's going. They defeated Titus Worldwide. Pretty nasty.
Yeah.
These guys are big, man. Jesus Christ. Not Samoan either, Rick.
No. Albanian and Indian.
Yes, Albanian and Indian. Well, didn't you say, Mimi, that one of them was Netherlands too? Or half Netherlands or some shit like that?
Yes.
Which one was that? Razor?
The Albanian. He has,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they do that war dance shit too.
right,
so
the
that's
really
pretty-
big guy.
Yeah, he's a monster, man. And you know what's? Any one of them two can go single. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Change their look a little bit. They can go into a singles run too.
Listen, they can both wrestle me any
oh my
day and
God.
time.
What the hell is wrong with this?
Christ. Goes on a week's vacation and Jesus. Anyway, then up next it was Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. They won by disqualification because the Revival interfered. Mm-hmm. I'm glad they're giving the Revival TV time. Coach needs a coaching himself because he called them rivals.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was hilarious,
Get it right,
Coach.
I was rooting for you. Now I'm kind of like, what the hell, man? The
He
match
sounds
was
like you when
okay.
he's doing commentary.
That's why WWE needs to hire me because I do better than him. Some would look like him, but but I mean the match was decent. I like Drew. I like this guy. He needs to get away from the tag scene now. He doesn't need Dolph Ziggler. Just get away from that. Go on the singles run as a heel, man. He can be a top heel. He can.
I want to give it a little more time. I
Really?
really think they have something here with Dolph and Drew. Just build it up a little bit more, and then eventually we get that WrestleMania match between those two. I think it's too early.
I don't want them to lose the momentum with him either. You know?
Like they lose the momentum with everybody else.
Rusev. But but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It might work, might not. Then up next, it was a segment with Baron Corbin demanding an apology from Finn Balor. Balor made fun of Corbin's clothes and hair, and they brawled. Pretty much it. So it looks like they're going to be doing a program together.
So are we still questioning whether Finn Balor is round because he's talking about people's hair and clothes?
Well, he's not round.
No, he's not around?
No.
Does anybody even know what a round is?
No. He's not round, and I think his brother's around.
Yeah, Mimi said his brother's around, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and all he's doing
It's supporting.
is supporting his brother.
Yeah.
So,
There's your
support
answer.
your brother, round.
Oh. So he's still doing the Kuda crown.
Yeah, he's still doing the round. Round, y'all. When he does it in Brooklyn. Round, y'all. Oh my God, what is wrong with this?
Lord.
Up next, it was Ember Moon versus Liv Morgan. Now, Mimi wanted to take over this part, which was part of what she was saying. Go ahead.
Well, what I was saying is that when they came out,
Well, when Ember Moon
crickets.
came out, she had a big pop.
a huge pop.
Huge. And then when Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan came out,
It was crickets.
And it was, but that crowd was weird.
It was crickets.
I know
They were in
that.
South Dakota, people. Come on.
True, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, then
crowd
they
was
should
just
have been.
weird.
They should have been cheering for what's the other one? Not
Sarah Logan?
Sarah Logan, because she's from the
Yeah.
Hicks like them.
She's from North Dakota.
She's a Hicktown girl just like they are.
Yeah, with dreads.
You'd be surprised.
The Hicktown that Sarah Logan's from is a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different than the ones up north, you know, the South
It
Dakota.
looked like she could be in the Outbacks.
Outback Steakhouse, you know, get a good steak and stuff like that, and collard greens
Yourself a
outside.
blooming onion. So Ember Moon wins. I'm impressed with Liv Morgan, though. I really am. All right, up next, it was No Way Jose once again asked for a rematch with Mojo Rawley.
Who changed his song again.
Yeah, I know, right? Mojo punched him, and then he attacked the cheeseburger in the conga line. And then he slammed No Way Jose on the apron, which I know it had to hurt. And Jose, if you notice, Jose didn't want to take it the first time. He didn't.
Yeah.
When he was trying to push him in, he was like, Jose kind of turned a little bit. And because I know for a fact he didn't want to take that bump. He was like, nah, not doing it. I'm not doing it now. So don't push me. Okay?
No empuje.
No empuje. No. Oh, yeah, you beat me to it. I was like, you don't push me. I do not go to the ring like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he still got pushed in it. But I like this Mojo Rawley. I like the violent Mojo Rawley. That's how he needs to be. I think that is pretty cool. But they need to go on with the match, and they're probably going to save it for Extreme Rules pre-show. Exactly. So up next, Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley versus the Revival. Roman and Bobby, they won by DQ because the Revival wouldn't stop beating Roman up. Lashley just walked out in disgust. I kind of dig it because it makes Lashley look more where he should be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's it, though. No more with them versus the Revival. Jesus Christ.
I know.
But the thing is, I'm glad they're giving the Revival airtime, or the Rival. You know, I'm glad they're giving them airtime, but it's like, all right, now this is...
Well, the good thing that comes of it is that they will say, you know what, we beat Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley, give us a title shot for SummerSlam.
And so, yeah, they should go into that route after this Raw. They should.
They should, but you guys are not writing for Raw.
Well, we'll see. If they do it, then they're listening to the show and copying off of us. And we need to be compensated. Not constipated, compensated.
Oh, I thought you said constipated.
I gotta go poopy. Anyway, grown ass man saying poopy. All right, Nia Jax versus Mickie James. She won. She beat Nia Jax with a Simone drop. Jax versus Alexa Bliss at Extreme Rules will be an Extreme Rules match. So we'll see. Should be violent. I'm hoping it's violent. It better be violent. So the main event: Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. Kevin just ran away, hid in the porta potty where Braun did his imitation of a woman. He drags the porta potty all the way out stage just to push it off the stage. Kevin Owens was covered in blue paint. It looked
because
like,
it wasn't even blue sewer.
Yeah, that blue sewer stuff. No,
it doesn't.
Nice try, y'all.
Yeah,
That was
blue paint.
so bad. That took 10 minutes. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Just wasting my time, and that's your main event? Like, that's what you close out your show with? Come on, man. That's why I'm telling you, they're killing Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
It's
Ever since he
bad.
won the Money in the Bank, yeah, they did. So, all right, so that's your Raw notes. All right, we're going to take a quick pause. When we come back, it is time for the SmackDown Breakdown. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Wrestling POV podcast. Wrestling POV is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com to save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. That is promo code WPOV. Ladies and gentlemen, this product is so good, so equivalently better than any other brand of t-shirts you can find. So
Wow. For a second there, he sounded like Scary Jones when he does. Mr. Maka, no, not Makalaka. Oh my
I know what you're
goodness.
talking about. Yeah.
Lord.
Wow.
Almost made. Support your local wrestler by going to collarandelbowbrand.com. Use and support us by using promo code WPOV to save yourself 10% on all products.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the SmackDown Breakdown. Are you ready? Break it down! Degenerate into something more. We just got tired of doing what you're told to do. That's a freak, boy. Yeah. That's a freak, little man. Break it down! You can tell me what to do.
You think you could tell me what to do?
Ladies and gentlemen, I now give you Sir Rick Serrano III. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for SmackDown. Alright, so SmackDown opens up with the Big Red Machine and Daniel Bryan and Renee Young all in a little menage a trois in the ring. Yeah. This thing of trying to bring back, 5 years ago, we didn't like each other, we won the tag team titles, but Kane, he's trying to kill me! And, oh, Lord, this was
Stupid.
just bad. Then the Usos come out, and, I guess if we hug each other, we get a tag team title shot. Let's hug each other 4 times, Us! And they wanted, they wanted a tag team title shot. So then Paige comes out and says, wait 1 second, one minute right there. I tell you right now, this is what we're going to do.
You do something scary.
You want a blooming onion? She comes out. And basically, this episode of Wrestling POV is sponsored by Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah. Yummy.
Alright, so Paige comes out and says, well, if the Usos can beat Team Hell No tonight, they will get a tag team title shot at Extreme Rules as well.
Say it right. She said that they'll get a tag team.
No, she said
Smack
you will
team.
get a smack team.
A smack team tag team championship.
Yes, it's a smack team.
You will get a smack team championship, baby.
But she played it off. She kept going.
Yeah, I know she kept going.
Oh, Lord. I mean, that's the only way to do it. I mean, as somebody in the business for 20 plus years, you know, you just gotta keep going.
Wow, yeah, you set a good example, Rick.
Yeah.
Exactly. You stumble on your words, you just keep going. Speaking of stumbling on words, what the hell is Jeff Hardy saying? I don't understand you. Talk about eagles flying high. And
I think,
he's gonna eat something.
he was flying high. I think he was high.
Yeah.
He kept closing his eyes while he was talking.
Yeah.
He kept closing them, but they looked open.
Yeah, he said the U.S. challenge is open.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I know what kind of contacts he's wearing. How the hell can he see out of those?
Yeah.
Well, he's not wearing them when he's wrestling.
Yes, he is.
He is?
Yes, he is.
Bingo!
Yes, he is.
Oh.
Yep.
He takes the gauges out, but he wrestles with the contacts.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
And then Asuka speaks. Now, I don't know, guys.
That was funny though, cause yes, it was. Cause all I know is I hear Tony saying, "What? Who's that talking?" And I'm sitting there cracking up. Me and his wife was just dying.
And I'm looking over and I'm like, damn, I sound like a racist. I was like,
Who the fuck is that
yeah, I couldn't understand what it was.
What?
Oh,
Men, women, anything. It doesn't matter who I think. Like, what? I don't understand you.
talking? Can't understand you.
God, leave it
Yo,
alone.
man. Yes. Oh, Chappelle.
Oh, I gotta miss him, right?
Oh, man. Next up, we have the WWE United States Championship Independence Day Open Challenge. Jeff Hardy versus The Miz. Listen, WrestleMania gear is meant for WrestleMania, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
How come no one told The Miz this?
I don't know.
This is terrible. This gear is terrible.
But not only that, I was mentioning it to Mimi too, and I'm gonna ask you the same question. Does it look like ever since he's been to SmackDown that they just burying him with stupid shit?
Yes.
The thing is, they were burying him. I think this is his way out of it by accepting the U.S. challenge, and now maybe
No.
something.
If anything, the one thing that the people wanted was to see him and Daniel Bryan go at it.
Absolutely.
So that's, if anything, they should have been teasing that. You know what I'm saying? I know, and I see that he's in the program now with Team Hell No, which they're bringing back old shit that doesn't make sense to me. But even if they're gonna do that program with Kane, he should still do something here and there to jab, to tease, or something. But it's like,
Right.
to me, it makes no sense that that's what the people wanted. When Miz was in SmackDown, that was the bit. Oh, that's all they talked about. They were
Exactly.
saying, "Holy shit, we were going to see Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Oh my God, we've been waiting for the da-da-da," and it hasn't happened. Instead, they put him to do stupid vignettes with the New Day and pancakes.
Cause you got no chance. That's what you got. No chance in hell. You got no chance. No chance in hell. You got no chance.
No, okay. You have no chance on American Idol. Oh!
Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose
Just
to
see
be.
yourself, Mimi.
Yep.
See your action!
Oh my God!
What?
That was big.
See your action!
She ratchet.
Oh,
Me so horny, me love you long time.
That should have came out like matches ago.
Right? Wow. Jesus.
All right.
Wow,
All
Miguel.
right, you done, Miguel? I think I have one more. Hold on. All right, so the Miz versus Jeff Hardy. It was a really good match. I thought it was pretty good. Jeff Hardy wins though. Jeff Hardy. So what do you think? So Jeff Hardy is now going to be fighting Nakamura at Extreme Rules.
I'm looking forward to that. No build up to it though, but I'm looking forward to it.
I think that's going to be a good match. But what is the Miz going to do? You're right.
Where does he go?
Does he interfere in the tag team match and like cause Daniel Bryan the match, and then
Maybe,
they start that towards SummerSlam? Possibly, I think. If it does happen, I told you so.
Now
That's
let
what
me
I
ask
do.
you a question though. Is this match between Daniel Bryan and The Miz, if it happens, is it a SummerSlam match, or is it a Survivor Series match, or is it a Royal Rumble match, or even do they save this up until next year's WrestleMania?
I don't think Daniel Bryan's gonna be around past SummerSlam, so I think you need to do this.
They said his contract is ending in September, but
Yeah.
they got him advertised after September too.
All right.
So he still might be there, but what do you guys? What's the answer? What do you guys? I mean,
It's SummerSlam. It has to
a
happen now.
SummerSlam match, really? And then they just gonna
Yeah.
forget it?
Yes.
You have to because
It has to happen because of
Right.
how it ended.
exactly.
We never got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, next up we had James Ellsworth speaking and just being like Al Bundy 2.0. We had Byron Saxton in the ring. All right, getting some ring time, but he was with the New Day, and they're having a
Pancake
eating contest. And thankfully, we had Sanity come out and
The only part I
disrupt
enjoyed.
things.
I know.
Yeah. Sanity and the New Day can be interesting. I think it's going to be a good program, but I think this is where New Day needs to start splitting.
Yeah.
Yes,
It has to
I
happen
agree
with
with
this
you
program.
100%. I was
Yeah.
going to say those exact
They
words.
cannot bury Sanity right now
No.
with the New Day. They can't. They just can't. They can't. Sanity's been losing it since they showed up on SmackDown.
Yep.
You know?
Why are you yelling?
Because I'm mad.
Somebody yelling.
Shit.
Well, if you were mad about that, Asuka versus James Ellsworth was next, and Battle of the Sexes matches. Why can't we get this match done right? Like, I don't get it. If we're gonna have a Battle of the Sexes matches, let's have the match.
Exactly.
Instead, James Ellsworth runs from Asuka. They both get counted out, so Asuka has another loss on her record, double count out.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets attacked by Carmella.
Punk it
Carmella
out,
has to
dude.
lose the belt. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, she does. I mean, but not only that, I mean, granted, she's a new champion, so to speak. This is her first title run.
Yeah.
But to me, it's not working.
No.
No.
Why not give it to somebody like Asuka? You know what I'm saying?
Well, because they give it to somebody like Brock Lesnar, who doesn't show up and is not a fighting champion. So why not give it to Carmella? Because that's how WWE runs.
Yeah, but Carmella still fights.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's not working, they'll still give it to them.
Yeah, they stay on it. She's right. They stay
Right,
on one
but-
thing instead of trying something new.
But I heard rumors too, because
Look at all these rumors.
yeah, no, because they said that like with Asuka and Shinsuke, they had two title matches, and they've lost them all. And the one rumor that I heard was that Shinsuke is reportedly leaving once his contract is up. He's going to go back to New Japan. So, do you
Because
think?
he's a reigning hero.
Do you
over there.
think? Oh yeah, he is. But still, do you think that it's because he hasn't gotten that title?
I don't think it's because of the title. I just think the way they handle his situation. In NXT, he was a king, and he comes to
Yeah.
SmackDown, and he's the jester.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
Yeah. But do you
Speaking of
think
jesters-
if they all of a sudden, damn, hitting everything. But do you think that if they did give him the title, would that change his mind? Maybe.
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, this is the
Mahone?
one time.
Yeah, the Mahomes.
Next up, we had Kane and Daniel Bryan backstage, and Daniel Bryan with a list of things. Oh, you did this to me on May 23rd, 2012. And on May 24th, 2012, you did this to me. And on May 25th, 2012, you did this to me.
Now, wait a minute.
Sounds like Major Pain.
Yeah, he does. Now, wait a minute. Now, Rick, I'm going to call you out on this. Because you were just saying that Roman didn't need to be on Raw that many times. But yet, your boy Daniel Bryan was the opening segment, middle segment, and towards the end.
Yes.
Too much exposure for him? Huh?
I can't stand Daniel Bryan. I'm with you. There was way too much Daniel Bryan on this, and I just can't stand
And
him.
it was corny.
He's terrible. He's
bad.
terrible. Because you can't go back to the Hell No character.
No.
Stay with what you were doing.
Exactly. The Hell No, for me, when they brought out Kane, I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Hell no? Seriously? Mm-hmm. When his main catchphrase is yes. They can't do that. No. Rick,
It should have been changed to, you know what, Kane? After the last 5 years, I've done a lot of growing up because, you know, my career was over and I realized that I have to stay positive. I have to stay focused on what I want. And you know what? It's no more about Team Hell No. We are Team Hell Yes.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Wow, Rick, you should become a writer.
Now, do you think,
it writes itself.
Now, do you think the reason why they didn't go that route is because that key word, hell yes, is a Steve Austin thing? You think because it could be that?
Again, hell yeah is a hell yeah, not a hell yes.
Yeah, I know that, but still, it's almost the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Kevin Owens and Sammy did the yep.
Exactly.
And that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. You might be right. You might be right.
It's still
Mr. Rick,
dumb.
Mr. Rick, when you say you might be right, you always say that they're wrong. Shut up. Next up, we had AJ Styles versus Aiden English. All right, AJ wins. I'm getting sick of AJ, guys. I'm sorry.
Really?
I don't like it.
I say keep him champion for as long as they can.
Well, he's going to be champion going into SummerSlam. I'm sorry, guys. Rusev is definitely not winning this title. If Shinsuke couldn't win it after 3 times, Rusev is not winning on his first try.
Yeah.
Would I want Rusev to win it? Absolutely, because I think AJ's better at the chase than he is as champion.
I don't know.
I disagree. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So after the match, Rusev gave him a Mashka kick and then put him in the accolade. Had him sleeping.
Yeah, puts him in the it's.
Next up, Tony's favorite group, the Iconic Spike.
Oh, Jesus.
And the way I'm looking at it right here is that they're gonna have they're gonna have like a tag team with the women's division. Now I say this because the Iconics obviously are together. Yeah. They're pushing this whole Becky is Charlotte's sidekick thing.
Yeah.
Sasha and Bayley have their little tag team thing going on. Mm-hmm. So I'm really thinking the tag team titles for the women's division is coming sooner rather than later. And not to forget, Naomi and Lana thing they had last week.
That's right. Yeah.
So
that's true.
I think that's happening,
and
guys.
Of course, you got the Riot Squad. Mm-hmm. And then you got the other two,
Natalia and what's
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
But no, in SmackDown, the other two. Not Sarah Logan. Jesus Christ, the blondie there. They were part of Absolution.
Yeah, keep going. I know what it is. I just want to see you do it, man.
It's like flattened on my head.
Mandy Rose.
That's what
Mandy Rose.
Oh yes,
they'll be the
Rose.
tag, and yeah.
What happened to them?
Yeah, okay. All right. Carmella was reprimanding Ellsworth backstage, and Paige booked a lumberjack match for next week. All right, so are we gonna finally have a man versus a woman? When a man fights a woman,
he gets his ass kicked.
Bingo!
All right, so we have Becky Lynch versus Peyton Royce, and Becky is on a roll, guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Is Becky the new #1 contender after this matchup? Oh, Asuka versus Becky at SummerSlam?
Ooh,
I'll take that.
I'll take that too.
Yeah.
All right. Shinsuke Nakamura speaks for the first time since being bit by a dog. He said, "Woof woof 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 woof." At least that's what I understood. Next up, the main event, we had the Usos versus Team Hell No. Kane is terrible. He cannot lift his leg up. He can't move. He is done.
He's done. He's old. Stay with the politics and stay out of wrestling.
Hang it up. Exactly. Tony's allergic to bad people
It's
wrestling.
bullshit.
Hang it up, Kane. Hang it up. But in the match was okay, but Kane was slowing everything down, slowing the pace down. Kane and Daniel Bryan ended up picking up the win, and then after the match, the Bludgeon Brothers come on the stage and we close out the show.
Yep. No attack, no nothing.
No, nothing.
Nothing. That is your SmackDown breakdown. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time. It's now time for your Raw versus SmackDown. Raw is currently ahead 7-4, and every Tuesday after SmackDown, we go on our Facebook page at Wrestling POV. We have a Facebook poll for you guys to vote, for you, the listeners, to vote whether you thought Raw or SmackDown was better. Now we take into consideration what you guys thought, and we use that to help us out on what we're gonna pick. So, SmackDown won again amongst the fans, 78% to 22%. And we actually had a comment from Jay Havel who said it has to be Raw this week. So, does the comment help you guys out on your vote this week?
Yeah. Me, Raw was terrible. It was really bad, probably the worst in a while. So I was ready to be like, all right, well, SmackDown will take it this week, and they proved me wrong.
Yeah, they did.
1 hour for one match. And I kept counting down. All right, they're wasting time, and they wasted time with this bullshit with Daniel Bryan and Kane. They had one match with Jeff Hardy and The Miz that was about 20 minutes long.
Yep.
And not giving a chance for anybody else. As much as Rick said the same thing, with Roman, he didn't need to be in 2 segments, but Daniel Bryan was in about 4. So it was like, seriously, Daniel Bryan is not all that. If they were smart, they could use Daniel Bryan as a special attraction in the beginning or the end. That's it. Not in between and none of that bullshit. He can't act to begin with.
No, he can't.
The whole Team Hell No thing doesn't work for me. That was then. It's like now. I don't know. No, I say no to SmackDown, but give it to Raw because SmackDown was just as bad.
All right, Mimi, what do you think?
Well, what did Jay Havel said? Whatever he said, I'll go for it.
What? He said it has to be Raw this week. So,
and you asked him for help.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I go with SmackDown just because I'm just sick of Seth and Roman.
You know what? I was agreeing with you too. I watched SmackDown, and it was just those storylines, those fucking matches, nothing. All it is just talking caca. And then the
fucking smack,
and the fact that they had a fucking pancake eating contest, that right there, that was it. I was like, I'm done. SmackDown lost.
Well, there you have it, guys. You, the listeners, have been voting for SmackDown 8 weeks in a row, and they got 4 wins out of those 8 weeks. Hey. So listen, maybe next week SmackDown, because right now we've had 12 weeks of Raw vs. SmackDown since WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
The first 4 weeks went to Raw, the next 4 weeks went to SmackDown, and the last 4 weeks went to Raw. So would the SmackDown start up again? Do they get that comeback?
I hope
Let's
so.
see. I hope so too, because Raw. Listen, Raw, just because you're winning doesn't mean you're winning.
Exactly.
Because you have been terrible.
They have been terrible.
They have been terrible,
but SmackDown has been worse.
And that's because, and I'm telling you, the reason why is because Raw has that extra hour to throw something in there.
Yeah, but at the same
SmackDown, you only have 2
time,
hours.
SmackDown has done beat Raw before.
But you know,
No, and then
you know why SmackDown is losing? Because they keep putting fucking Daniel Bryan and all these goddamn
Ahead of everything,
segments.
yeah, you're right.
And we're like they got Cien Almas. What the hell? Look how long they took for them to put Sanity back.
I know.
You know, that was the only interesting thing that caught my attention on SmackDown. But instead of showing Daniel Bryan 3-4 freaking times, one of those segments could have went to Cien Almas. Have him
And you know
start something
what?
with somebody.
Have Cien Almas and AJ for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, put him in a damn story. Put him do something.
He was in he opened up the show actually. He wasn't on. He was in what's it called? The darts. He had a dark match against Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like
why you gotta put the
you know who's writing for SmackDown, right?
Road Dogg.
Road Dogg. Road Dogg is the one writing for SmackDown. Yeah.
Well, he needs to keep on going.
I'm thinking about putting his ass in the book.
I think you should.
I think you should too.
So I don't know.
I think Rick, you got the honors.
Road Dogg, Jesse James. You just read the book.
All right. So speaking of the book, good segue, Rick. Oh, but that was your SmackDown versus Raw. Now we're gonna go over to the book. So, for those that don't know the book, basically all it is that we put in the most ridiculous things in there and things that don't make sense, things that are like ridiculous, things that shouldn't happen in the world of professional wrestling. It's just terrible, just downright bad. Yeah, it's just bad. So, all right, so we're gonna go over the book and then we'll close out the show. All right, so the first one in the book, Corey Graves' hairdo.
That stays.
Yes,
It looks like he put about a pound of grease in it. Brock Lesnar's part-time gig.
Stays.
No Way Jose's conga line.
Stays.
Mike Chioda.
I think he should go.
You know what? Yeah, I think, because I'm over it. Because I'm over Carmella as champion. And he was slowing down Carmella from being champion. You know what? Mike Chioda was saving us, guys.
Yeah.
He's the hero of this whole thing. He was like, are you sure you want to cash in? Do you guys want to see her cash in? I don't want to see her cash in. Because if she cashes in, she's going to be a terrible champion, guys. Are you sure you want her to cash in? So, Mike Chioda saved us.
Yes, I agree.
Take him out.
Take him out. All right, WWE writers.
Definitely staying.
Stays.
Taz.
Stays.
Stays.
Nia Jax promo skills.
It can come out.
Yeah.
What?
Come on, put back in. Is that what you saying?
All right, New Day's pancakes.
Stays.
Absolutely.
Kurt Angle's cell phone.
He's on it again.
Oh yeah, he was.
Tyler Breeze's beard. We haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him. I think we take him
We'll
out.
take him out. All right. The announce team.
Yeah, they're all terrible.
And the corporate Corbin's outfit.
Oh, that definitely stays.
And the new entrance, Roman Reigns' vest.
Yes.
And Road Dogg.
Yeah, he's just a terrible rider.
So bad. My God, he's ruining SmackDown, y'all. My opinion. All right, so before we close the show, at the end, we're going to play just a random song out of WWE, and these guys will try to guess it. You guys try to guess it just as well. It won't play the whole song because we don't own the damn rights to the damn song. Jesus.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Henny Goody
and the third wheel.
Rick Serrano the third.
And our intern.
Miguel Cole. Adios.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.